Well, the mini wobble continues here with Distillery. We are still on the brink of the title and we play the current second place team today. But it's not been plain sailing for the last few weeks. We're certainly not doing it in style. Can we go and complete the job in the next 2 match days though? If we do, the title's ours. Yes, hello and welcome along to part 16 of Lifting Spirits with me, Daniel. We are back today to face Tobermore United in the final game before the league split. And we've got a bit of work to do because after our defeat in the last episode, a shock one at home to the bottom place side, we backed it up with a pretty average performance and a draw. And we're just starting to stumble as the finishing line comes closer. Hopefully it's too late to have any impact, but today, if we lose to second place Tobermore, it will start to get a little bit tense because we'll only be 9 points ahead. So if you're looking forward to finding out if we can bounce back, anything other than a defeat is a good result here, then please do put a thumbs up on it. We'll obviously also find out the rest of our opponents after the split and play our first game there too. And hopefully we'll finish the day celebrating a title if things get back on track. So if you're looking forward to all of that, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe for daily FM22 content from 2 long-term stories. As well as all of the FM stuff, I did torture myself over on my food channel yesterday. You can find that up in the eye above. It was eventful, let's say that. So please do come and subscribe over there if you haven't already. But all of the other key links in the eye above. The head coach back later today for deadline day. But let's go and get straight into this one. It is a massive day for us with Distillery. We're just dropping off at the completely wrong time. But today, we go up against the runners-up as it stands. And we've got 2 players suspended. Key players in the spine of our team. So let's go and have a look at what we can put out via the schedule. Because although we've only played 1 game off camera, it's another disappointing one. Takes it to 3 games without a victory. So after that defeat last time out, we drew 1-1 with Armagh. It was an early goal for Darrell Levingston. I thought we were back on track. But we were pegged back just before the break. And in truth, they were probably the better side in the second half. But we got away with it. We survived. And we stay at 1-1. I do want to point out, though, as we get to this stage of the season, that we are still overachieving. And I like to bring out some of these stats in these stories just to show how well we're actually doing. Because if we go and have a look, aside from being the best in average in possession, down to some of the more important financial stats and big things, we have got the biggest average attendance in the league. We have got the highest attendance over the season in the league. But if you go and have a look at the salary per year, we've actually got the 8th highest in the league. And this is the point I was making. When we look at Knockbrader, Ballymacash, Dolinstown, Queen's University even, they can offer largely semi-pro contracts. We can't do that. So if we get promoted, that has to be the change. Surely we will go up now. And if we do, can we get these players tied down before they all go away? Because that is going to be a big rebuilding job if they all run off before the end of the summer. But that shows the scale of our achievement here. Considering we can't offer contracts, we've made the most of our juggling about for players with appearance fees. But we can only do that for so long. It is imperative that we do not throw this away, because our squad will be nowhere near as strong next year. It's first v second, there are 12 points in it. Dolinstown dropping off, but still the same, they could go within 9 points today. And it just adds that jeopardy, because then, when the league splits, we'll be playing both again. And if you lose them 2, it could be 3 points, couldn't it? So let's go and get through the tactical meeting. Again, I don't care how ugly it is, I don't care how we play. If we can nick a 1-0, a 2-1, a 3-2, a 4-3, I just don't care. Get us the victory. The fans starting to go away. We're under the average attendance for this one. And we're without Farquhar and Chambers, which leaves me with decisions. I'm going to go for either McCormick at right back with McGill in the middle, or Ethan Warnock at left back, and then push Reed and McGivern over, which I think is probably my preferred option at the minute. So Reed over 1, McGivern over 1, 3 left-footed defenders in the back 4, and then Chambers will be replaced by McCall, and we'll swap them duties when we get into the match. The rest of the team is going to be McGann on the bench and Bobby Robinson on the bench. And this is the squad that we've gone for a big game at the top of the table. If we win this, we will only need 1 point to win the league, providing that Dolinstown don't win their game. If they do, another win and it will be wrapped up. I have got a little bit of interest in Matthew Buchanan. He's wanted by Crusaders after his big start for us. I'm actually in this weird position with our youth players where I'm not offering them professional deals. Because mainly I can't offer them real professional deals. It's sort of amateur adult deals. But if they stay on youth contracts with the length they've got, we actually get the automatic compensation if they move on. So we get the 15% sell on and the few little peanuts that come with that. Whereas if we just let them go after they sign amateur terms, we'll end up with nothing. So it's the best of a bad situation. But if we can get up, get the budget and get young stars like him signed on, then next season things will start to look up, because we don't want to lose our youth prospects for nothing. The team in full for today though is Connor Mitchell in goal, McGill and McGivern the fullbacks. In fact no, they're not, because Warnock hasn't moved properly. Let's try that again. McGill and Warnock the fullbacks, with McGivern and Reid at centre half. McCall and Levingston the midfield too. When we get into it, McCall will be Mazzala, Levingston deep line playmaker. Buchanan and Withers on the wings, McKee number 10. And Jenkins needs to find a goal today. We can't afford a goal drought, so let's go and get into it. McGann's back on the bench, loads of lone players there. In fact, we've not got one player on the bench we have to contribute towards. So let's go and submit the team, get into this big top of the table clash. If we lose this, it's going to get tense. Just please, let us hold on for something. Well, here are the lineups, and we've mentioned it before with this Tobermore side. They're not a brilliant team on paper in terms of individuals, but they're a really rock solid team. I think the last game we showed against them on camera, we won 4-1. Well, that might have been Dollinstown, mightn't it? But either way, we just need to find some form. It would be the perfect time to get back to our best. But that's far easier said than done. Apologies for all the jump cuts. I'm still feeling the effects of the food video earlier on. Let's go and tell the lads we're favourites for a reason. Matthew Buchanan is pleased. Probably because he knows he's going to be off in a few weeks. Let's go and kick off. It's a big game at the top. Just don't let me down, lads. Don't do it now. Well, 19 minutes on the clock. We've seen nothing of this game so far. We're back for a Tobermore United free kick, which goes pretty comfortably over in the end. But you can see from the stats, despite our possession, they've been the better team. It's been a tight game. We've certainly lost a lot of our attacking efficiency. And we're just not creating chances as McKee wins the ball back. But look how deep he is. Up towards Jenkins, who might nick in. Defender does well with him. It's almost a 3-on-1 back there. Andrews on the right to Crooks. Big ball over the top. Where's the defender covering? What's the keeper doing? Reid doesn't clear it properly either. McGill flicks on, but Martin loses it to Levingston. He can now bring it away. Still playing like a Mazzala despite the change of duty. And Withers picks it up on the left. Switch up to McKee. Finds for McCall, who's tried to volley it. What on earth are you doing? McGivern covers him. Finds Levingston. And McCall holds the ball up for Warnock. Into McGivern again. Doesn't come to anything. I'm not sure why we needed to see that. But we're 10 to the break. It stays 0-0. And it's Tobermore looking the better again. Another threatening set piece. Headed over the bar. Thankfully, we get away with it. I'll take 0-0 now because this is getting too tense to handle. And just before half-time, Dollinstown have taken a lead as well. So if we do concede and lose in this game, we will be 9 points ahead of both. It's going to be very tricky. We've got to keep it up. We've just got to find a way. And that's all I ask of them. Into the second half. Well, it's a nothing game at the moment as we're back on the hour mark. Tobermore coming forward again. Just let us hold on for 0-0, please. It's headed away by McGivern. McKee finds McCall and to Warnock. Support down the line. Just go long. Just go long here. Doesn't. Plays back to the keeper, Mitchell. Has support from both centre halves, but goes back to Warnock. Down the line he goes. Towards Jenkins. Heads it down for McKee. That's good stuff. McCall finds Jenkins again, the centre forward. Big switch to Buchanan. It's a brilliant ball. Two in the middle if he can find them. Cuts back himself into McKee. Oh, we haven't deserved that. Out of absolutely nothing. I know it's not a goal for Jenkins, but a great switch of play. How is he still rated 6.4 after that? He created the goal, so we nearly concede immediately. Kearns heads over, but brilliant play from Buchanan. He's starting to shine, and McKee scores the crucial goal, as he so often does. 20 minutes remaining. We're going to look at changes soon, but I'm not sure where we can improve, so I might leave them a bit later than normal. As Mitchell, taking his time out from the back. What a 1-0 win this would be. Please hold on. Please bring back the clean sheets at the most important time. McGill chips forward to Jenkins. Finds McKee. Into Jenkins again. Right back's played him onside. And Jenkins has taken his chance. This is more like it on the counter. As soon as a team opens up, we are slicing them open through their defence. Brilliant work. 15 to go. 2-0 and a crucial goal for Jenkins. Let's go and make some substitutions. I'm going to replace both of the tired lads at the back, so Warnock off will be replaced by Kai McCormick, and McGann will come on for McGivern. That means Reed will go to left back. McGann and McGill will play centre half together. Not sure which way round they're best, probably like that. And then McCormick will be out at right back. In midfield, McCall is a little bit tired, hasn't played many games at all. He'll be replaced by Lynch, who will go in as the Mazzala. And then we're also going to take off Withers on the left wing for Bobby Robinson. And one more change, we'll leave it. We can time waste a bit later on. 2-0 with 15 to go. Please, do not blow this. As Devlin goes long downfield. Good header from McGill. Finds McKee. Wide right to Buchanan. What a game he's had. Such a shame really, because we're going to lose him very quickly. As Bobby Robinson on the left-hand side. Cross is blocked. Cleared away. No, it's not. He gets in again. Crosses for Jenkins. The title party is back on. We've come back to life in the last 20 minutes. And I'm finally enjoying myself again. McKee's on a booking. We'll give him a rest for McVarnock. And we'll just sit back, relax, and know that we are not far away. Dolinstown 3-0 up. They keep pace. But with 5 games to go, we're 12 points clear. It could happen next game. Off the line. That's a brilliant block. Who was it? I think it was McCormick, you know. Brilliant work from the youngster. And he preserves the clean sheet as Mitchell, with 70 seconds to go, rolls out to McGill. Boy, I've missed him at centre-half. Forrest picks the ball up in the centre circle to Gillen. Over the top to Keane. Mopped up on the right by McCormick. Does really well to clear that. Not the best tackler, but he's got the positioning and the pace. He recovers for it. And I'm just delighted to have won. Again, we didn't play well for an hour. We really didn't, as Buchanan's doing his defensive duty. But once we got that first goal, and when we do score the first goal in the game, we do generally look alright at home. As the cross comes into the far post, McGann wins it. McCormick flicks on. Levingston supporting the defence. Excellent stuff. The 4 minutes are up. Blow your whistle, referee. He duly does. Lisburn Distillery 3, Tobermore United 0. Not a convincing performance. Not a dominant display. But we got the goals. We were ruthless. And Jenkins back in form. Let's go through the dressing room. Go and see who the season split is. And who we're going to be facing first. Because that's the next game. And we could win the title in this episode. Well, I've got to say, we have missed the bonus £45 in the last few weeks. But also, we have got 1 point to assure ourselves of a top 2 finish. That guarantees us a promotion playoff. And we are 3 points away, particularly given our goal difference, from wrapping up promotion to the second tier. I mean, we've got 16 on Dolinstown. We've got 18 on Tobermore. Who do we face first next weekend? Ballymacash Rangers away from home. They are in 5th place. It's one of the easier games on paper, but there's no easy games when you're chasing the title. It's a massive day for Distillery. Getting back to the second tier before all those amateurs leave makes such a difference. We knew this was our best chance. We've grabbed it with both hands. We're 1 game away and we'll be back for it in a moment. Sorry for the early return here, but a bit of an interesting development. We have just been stripped of all scouting staff and I'm not quite sure why. I mean, we'll try and keep the ones that are on contracts, but that is very odd. Not sure why that's occurred. We'll wait and see if there's any further developments there. We're not going to worry about this week. We're going to try and extend some loans if we can. But hopefully, all will be wrapped up this weekend. And then we can start to look to the future instead of worrying about money. Fitness test time, as the inbox is dominated with Distillery board election news again. But it's not about that. If we can get this wrapped up today before the midweek fixtures start, before we face the 2 sides nearest to us again, it would really make such a difference to us. It would allow us to get the youth players in for 3 or 4 games and really start to develop this side. So let's go and get through the fixtures. Ballymacash Rangers are the opponent. They are in 5th. They are 22 points behind. They're not a threat to us in the table, but they're a big threat to our title ambitions today. Dolinstown away to Crew United. Tobermore away to Moyola Park. So let's go and get through the tactical meeting. We're not going to worry about the Irish Cup. Although Dergview, who put us out, are in the semi-final against Linfield. So at least we went out to a good team. Let's go and put the opposition instructions on. Let's see who's available today. Because crucially, talisman Mark McKee is suspended. And although we've got 2 coming back, that's another big loss to our first 11. Back in a moment to run through it. And here we go, a nice simple one today. The 2 suspended players straight back in, Farquhar and Chambers, for the men that replaced them last week in McCall and Ethan Warnock. And we've also brought in McVarnock, of course for the suspended McKee. Onto the bench goes Warnock, the rest of it stays the same. Now let's go and get into it. This could be the day we win a title. Let's see if it is. So as we come in to look at the teams, let's talk about the permutations. 1 point guarantees that Tobermore United can't catch us, although goal difference all but does it. If we better the result of Dolinstown, we are champions. It's as simple as that. And to better that, we'd have to get a point, which solves the other problem too. So let's keep an eye on Crewe United. Can Sharvin, one of our former transfer targets, become a star for them? And more importantly, can we do our job? Because with 12 minutes gone, it's been another quiet start. Though we've got a throw on the right with McGill as their keeper is randomly doing stretches into Withers at the back post. And Buchanan has got another assist. The boy has got delivery. He's got confidence at the minute. And the two wingers combine to get us up in style. 1-0 up with 15 gone. Dolinstown have followed suit. They're trying to ruin the party at the minute. I mean, we've all but won it if it stays as it is, because they're not catching the goal difference. But it would be nice to do it officially in this episode. Either way is a brilliant start. And in a quiet game, we lead 1-0. 10 minutes to the break. We've got a throw on the right-hand side. Buchanan again gets it. This time to Jenkins. Come on, referee. Oh, he's bottled it on the big stage there. Cleared downfield to Farquhar. He chips over second time. Headed away as far as Chambers. Back after suspension. Oh, and almost back in style. Great save onto the crossbar. And he's cleared away as far as Buchanan. He's got an overlap from McGill. Instead goes short to Levingston. He charges down the right. Brilliant football. We're really playing with confidence again now. You wouldn't have thought we just had that 3-game winless run. As Jenkins loses out from the cross, it falls for McGiven. The international goes for a shot. And it's blocked over the bar. Corner kick. It's 37 minutes on the clock. And it's a really good display from Distillery. But can we put the game to bed? Can Crewe United equalise in the other one? Let's find out. Corner kick for Chambers. To the back post to Levingston. Just over the bar. Stays 1-0. But this has been fantastic. And we're back on the left-hand side again. Throw in for Ryan McGiven. Takes it short to Withers. He can take on his man here. Gets down towards the byline, crosses towards Levingston on the edge of the box, curls it into the corner, and party time has started. Look at all those fans in the away ends. They know what's coming. We've just got to wait for the inevitable. The more the goal difference goes up, though, the closer to done it is. And at half-time, I genuinely don't think it could have gone much better than that. One of the best performances we've shown in a few weeks. And after that disappointing spell, we're back on track. Crewe United just find an equaliser. And this will be the perfect day. Well, we've got a free kick with Jack Chambers, and I'm afraid the inevitable is delayed. It's not going to happen today, as Farquhar on the rebound tries to put it in. It's back out to Chambers on the edge. Good cross to the back post. Reed brings it down. Patterson clears away though, because as you can see, Dolinstown have got a second, so they are not going to relinquish the title to us today. We will do it. We're 12 points clear with 12 to play for if we win this. But it's going to be waiting. It's going to wait for the official confirmation. Although they're in. It's 2-1. And I'm getting excited too soon again. I'm talking about the title because we've won the game. And we've not won it yet. There are 20 minutes to go here. And we're going to make some changes. Jenkins again up front. Had a disappointing game. McKiernan on for him. McVarnock off for Josh Lynch. Gives us a bit more solidity. We'll leave the rest for now. 2 changes made. See if they make a difference. Well, just 1 minute to go. The game has gone very quiet, but I think it's time for subs as we approach stoppage time. McGiven will be replaced by Ethan Warnock. We're also going to take McCormick on for Daniel McGill on the yellow. And then looking in the centre of defence, there's tired legs. What do we go for here? I think we're going to take off Keelan Reid for Diego McGann. That's the way round we had it last time. And obviously Farquhar's had a rest, so he's probably fitter than Reid. 90th minute incoming. Now please let us hold on. As McGiven throws for Levingston. Wouldn't mind a third. But the shot goes miles wide. Stays 2-1. 4 minutes left. The time wasting's going on. Well, Dolinstown are winning their game comfortably. So it does have to wait officially another day. But we've basically done the job, haven't we? Another gritty away win. A really good performance for the most part. And crucially, 12 points clear with 12 to play for. That is job done. I'm telling you now. What a celebration. What an achievement. Of course, we still get the confirmation that the playoff is secured. That's a big moment for the club as well. I just wonder what's going to happen with the budgets when we do get it confirmed. We're not going to find that out today, but it was a vintage display. It's 45 quid and it's another victory. And promotion is all but wrapped up now. It's a matter of when rather than if. and it's just a matter of enjoying it. So let's go and get through the schedule. We're going to play the final 4 games. We'll do something a bit different this weekend. We'll play the final 4 games off camera, and our season review, rather than me showing you pointless, meaningless games at the end of the year, we'll do our season review tomorrow morning, and we will have all of the news from the last few games of the season, all of the financial news, all of the implications of promotion, and hopefully a lot of news about offering star young players proper contracts. Fingers crossed, that is going to be the big change when we get promoted. We'll wait and find out if it is. If you did enjoy this episode though, a bounce back to form at the most important of times, then please do put a thumbs up on it. Subscribe down below for daily FM23 content from 2 long-term stories. We'll be back with deadline day from the head coach later today. The Twitch channel, we've got daily live streams, that's up in the eye above. And do check out the food channel with the latest video as well. It was torture, a bit like the head coach. But thank you very much for watching. I'll put that food video above my head now. And hopefully I'll see you here tomorrow morning with good news on the contractual and financial front.